Hey guys, I'm recording this Saturday night. Actually, I'm uploading this on Tuesday, which is election day in the USA. I was thinking of doing this video about the USA election, but I didn't do it before, and now I'm doing it kind of in a rush because I have to upload this, and with all the things like all the names of the states over here and a little map at the end, so we can all share this and share our thoughts about this election. Of course, I'm not an American citizen, but hey, I'm living this world, and this world is practically ruled by the United States, whether we want it or not. So yeah, I think it's good to know who is going to rule the most powerful country in the world for the next 4 years, and even for the next 8 years, because we all know that whoever wins is going to be for re-election in 4 years. I mean, I feel that Trump or Hillary Clinton will be running again in 2020, I think. So yeah, let's begin, because there are 50 states, and I'm doing this in order, and I'm going to put the link below for 2070 to win, .com, which is a site that puts all the average of each poll of all the polls of each state, and of the national polls also, so that helps us to see who is going to win in each state, I think. So this is according to the polls, not according to what I think, because I don't know the politics of each state that well, although, I mean, I know something, one thing or two about that, because I studied it and I have followed past elections of the USA and other countries too, because I'm really interested in that. So let's begin. First of all, there's Alabama, which is our first state. Alabama is a sure win for Trump, so that's red. Alaska, sure for Trump too. It has won, every single Republican has won Alaska, I think, so those are 3 points. Arizona is a very tough state to guess, because you have the immigration laws, which are, I mean, many people are for that, so they are for Trump. But Arizona, I think the big cities in Arizona are leaning a little bit towards the Democrats, as has Nevada and New Mexico. But I think this Arizona is going to be won by Trump, and that's 11 electoral votes in the mountain side of the USA. Next is Arkansas. I mean, Hillary Clinton was actually First Lady of Arkansas, but that's not enough to win there. It's a pretty red state, pretty southern state, so I think those 6 points will be for Donald Trump. California is so damn blue. I mean, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Silicon Valley, everything is blue, so that's Hillary Clinton's 55 electoral votes. In Colorado, I think it's tough, because it's a very close race, but apparently the largest area in Colorado, which is Denver, it has been leaning towards the Democrat ideals more and more. I mean, it's a state where marijuana is legal, like the selling and everything, so I think it's going to be Clinton winning those 9 electoral votes. For Connecticut, very blue also, so that's for Clinton. Those are 7 electoral votes. Delaware, pretty blue too, so those are 3 electoral votes. Florida is the big state in this election, like really big state, because after California and Texas, it is the one that has the highest number of delegates, with electoral votes, with New York, which are 29. And I think it's very close, but I think the Hispanic vote is going to be decisive, and also the earlier votes. I mean, people have been voting all this week, so I think those 29 electoral votes are going to be for Hillary Clinton. So next is Georgia. I mean, everyone thought at one point that Georgia was going to turn blue this electoral season, but I think it's going to stay red. It's not enough. I mean, most black people will vote for Hillary Clinton apparently, but Georgia is still a very southern state, a very Republican state in the rural areas and not Atlanta areas. So I think that's Donald Trump to win, for sure. Hawaii, of course, Hawaii has been very blue, I think, always, so no surprise there. Idaho, very red state, very mountain state too. Illinois was the place where Hillary Clinton was born, and Obama is from there, and he has campaigned a lot. He has won there, and he's campaigning for Hillary Clinton. So those 20 electoral votes will be for Hillary Clinton, I'm sure. Indiana, I always thought Indiana was pretty blue because of where it's in the map, but apparently it's a very red state. I don't know exactly why. I would like to know because that's very intriguing. Indiana is between two like really heavy hitters in the electoral contest, which are Illinois and Ohio, and even Michigan too. So yeah, those 11 votes are going to go for Trump, I think. Iowa is normally one of those decisive states, but all the polls have leaned a little bit towards Trump, which is kind of disappointing. I always thought that state was going to be Hillary Clinton, but again, I think she just won that in the primaries, like for like 5 votes. I mean, for really little. So that's for Trump. Kansas, which has 6 electoral votes, of course, for Donald Trump. Not of course, but I think Donald Trump. According to the polls, Kentucky and Louisiana are going to be 2 red states too. Louisiana is very, very Republican, and Kentucky is, I mean, I think there are some areas that are really Democratic, but not enough to make the state blue. Maine is going to be full blue. I mean, there's an electoral vote that could go to Trump, but I think Trump is not strong enough as other candidates have been in the past in order to win that single electoral vote. So those are for Hillary Clinton. Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, and Minnesota are going to go with Hillary Clinton. Maryland, because it's close to Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. is pretty blue, and also Massachusetts. It's a very liberal kind of place. Michigan is very, very close because, I mean, there are a lot of job related problems there because of the factories that have been closing. But I think it's very safe to say that Clinton is it's leaning Democratic in that state. And Minnesota, I mean, I think they have been campaigning in Minnesota, but Trump is not the kind of guy that Minnesota is going to choose, and Minnesota is pretty close to Canada, and Canada is pretty left, I think, so no, Minnesota is going to be blue too. Mississippi and Missouri, I mean, I always thought those states were together. I mean, they had a border, but they don't. It's kind of weird. But yeah, those 2 states are very red. I mean, those are 10 and 6 electoral votes for Donald Trump. I think Montana and Nebraska are going to be red too. Montana has always been very Republican and is a very isolated place, and isolated places tend to be more conservative, so that's up to Republican ways. And Nebraska, I think, has 2 electoral votes that could go to Hillary Clinton, but I don't think she's strong enough in Nebraska. I don't remember exactly, but I think she lost Nebraska on the primaries. You may correct me on that, but I don't think she's strong enough. And if she wasn't strong enough in Iowa, maybe she would win at least 1 electoral vote in Nebraska, but she's not, so she's not winning that. In Nevada is a very close call, and according to all the average polls, Trump has an advantage of 1%. But to be honest, I think Nevada is going to be blue, so I'm going to go against the polls in that. I think Nevada is going to be blue because Las Vegas is the most important city there, and Las Vegas was very into Hillary Clinton in the primaries. I mean, there was a contest there because against Bernie Sanders, but I think it's going to lean not very, but slightly Democratic this time. New Hampshire is apparently a battleground state, but I think due to its position and the neighboring Vermont and hopefully the former Sanders, people, I think they're going to be voting Hillary Clinton if they're not stupid. I mean, if they don't vote, I think that state could go red, but that doesn't happen often apparently. So I don't think it will happen. New Jersey first is going to be blue, of course, that hasn't really changed. And New Mexico's 5 electoral votes are surprisingly, according to the polls, for Hillary Clinton. I mean, apparently Donald Trump's speech about the border and the wall has not really go down that well in New Mexico as in Arizona, so that's blue. New York is blue, of course. They have chosen twice or 3 times maybe Hillary Clinton for the Senate, so duh. And North Carolina, I think, is going to be blue, although very slightly blue. I mean, according to the average of 9 polls, North Carolina is tied. There are 46 against 46, 8% people undecided, and I think North Carolina is going to be leaning slightly towards Hillary Clinton because of certain ties and certain ideas they have favoring her over Donald Trump. North Dakota is going to be red, and South Dakota too, but let's leave that for further. North Dakota is going to be red because they actually want the pipeline, I think, and the people that don't want the pipeline don't live outside that state. So that, I think that's the thing that is going to decide it. Ohio is going to lean Republican this time, which really hurts Hillary Clinton. I mean, Cleveland, I think, is going to be really Democratic in their voting, but not the rest of the state, so that will hurt her. Oklahoma, it's going to be, of course, for Donald Trump, very Republican state. Oregon, very blue state because, I mean, you know, it's the West Coast and everyone is like really liberal apparently, so that's for Clinton. Pennsylvania, it's going to lean slightly towards Hillary Clinton. Apparently they're not that fond of her, but enough to vote for her, I think, to make her win. Rhode Island, very safe for Democrats. South Carolina, I think it's very safe for Republicans also. Actually, South Dakota, as I said before, it's going to be red. Tennessee and Texas, I mean Tennessee of course because it's the South, but Texas actually was not leaning as Republican as in other contests. I mean, normally the average will be above 60%, and now it's at 48% for Donald Trump, so that's really not that much. Utah is one of those like crazy states because everyone thinks this Mormon guy, whose name I don't really remember, it may win those 6 electoral votes, which would be amazing and really funny, but I think that's not very likely, and I think that most people won't even vote in Utah, or their votes will split between Donald Trump and that Mormon guy. So I think Donald Trump is going to win those 6 electoral votes. Vermont is the home of Bernie Sanders, and he supports Hillary, so I think they will support her too. Virginia is very close to DC, and Washington State, of course, West Coast and close to Canada too. West Virginia is coal country, and coal miners are really against Hillary Clinton because she wants to close all the mines and transform their work into something else, and they don't want to do that because it will take a long time. And you know, Trump says they will keep their jobs, so of course they want to keep their jobs. Wisconsin is very close to a tie, but I think it has been blue the last few elections, so it's going to be blue for sure. And the last but not least, actually not last, almost last but not least, is Wyoming, which is of course mountain country and also kind of isolated, very conservative, so it's going to be red. And the final actually is the 3 electoral votes of DC, which is a city which has a great population of black people, and black people are overwhelmingly for Hillary Clinton, so I think DC will go to Hillary Clinton. So using this map that I'm going to post over here, it will be 323 delegates for Clinton and 215 for Donald Trump. So Clinton would win with 323 electoral votes, which is 53 more than she needs to win. So I think that winning Florida, it's really important for her, winning New Mexico, and I think winning North Carolina will be important, and to an extent maybe Nevada. I don't think that she will lose Pennsylvania, but if she loses Pennsylvania, it will be very dangerous for her. And if Trump wins, for example, Colorado or New Mexico or Nevada or even North Carolina, it could be very, very dangerous. But I think even if these things change, I mean, let's see if she loses Colorado, Nevada, New Mexico, and North Carolina, even then she would be winning. I mean, she would have to lose Pennsylvania, and even then he would have Donald Trump exactly 270 delegates, two more than her. So she would have to lose Nevada, Colorado, New Mexico, and North Carolina in order for him to win, and Pennsylvania, which is not very likely. And that's not even contemplating Florida, which is like the important state in this election. No, I mean, I don't care what anybody says, Florida, it's the important one, and the other states a little bit too, as I said. Ohio and Iowa, I don't think they will be playing a great role in this. So yeah, I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be really fun to watch this. I mean, I really like elections. I don't know why. Of course, people that know the consequences of an election are not very keen with that. They don't think it's fun, but I think it's fun because it's like, I don't know, trying to guess who's going to win American Idol or Eurovision or whatever it is that you like watching. So yeah, this is my take on the US elections, and I hope you are watching this video at the same time as the results are coming, and to see if I was right or I was wrong. Of course, I'm going to be checking this map tonight. Actually, I mean, tonight is Saturday for me, but this is going to be posted on Tuesday, sorry. So yeah, let's see how I go, and yeah, let's see who wins the post for next president of the United States after Barack Obama. So yeah, let's see that. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye.